are back.
Welcome to Flatchat.
2026.
I'm Lachlan.
I'm Ash.
And I'm Shah.
And we are your new hosts of the show with the highest pedigree in the motorsport world and also the car community world, Flatchat.
Woo!
Woo!
So, girls, what are we going to be talking about today?
I reckon there has just been some F1 testing done in the last few days.
There has been quite a lot of testing.
I do reckon that was a very interesting outcome there, so I reckon we start with that.
Great
and
outcome.
There's some predictions for that as well.
I think there absolutely are. So I believe that you have the top 10 in your lap.
do.
Ashley, would you like to let us know where everyone is kind of sitting? Let's start from the top.
Alrighty, so first was Lewis Hamilton.
Interesting.
Second was George Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Third, Lando Norris.
Mm-hmm.
4, Charles Leclerc.
Yep.
5, Kimi Antonelli.
All right, let's focus on the top 5 for the moment. So Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
That's a very, very
Comeback
interesting result considering.
Yeah, especially in a Ferrari car as well. They've had a lot of issues as well.
Especially last year after an absolutely miserable performance from one of the highest anticipated moves in motorsport history.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, seeing him at the top is definitely interesting.
It's great.
I think as a diehard Ferrari fan, it is going to be really quite interesting because I don't know if it's going to give us that false sense of hope that Ferrari might be back, especially with Charles was in 4th.
Charles was 4th.
Yeah.
So, a top 5 for both
very
Ferraris,
high.
that's
Promising.
insane.
Yeah, definitely.
And then obviously George Russell next up.
Yeah.
I mean, Ferrari and Mercedes kind of going against each other considering
Which
Lewis
is quite
left Mercedes.
Exactly.
So I believe that there might have been a bit of a story about Lewis Hamilton.
Yes, story
as
for
well.
Lewis Hamilton.
Stories.
Apparently, just gossip, he was seen with or renting out this spa experience with Kim Kardashian, $300,000.
Because
Crazy.
apparently they got off the plane
No,
Not
she
to-
arrived first, and then he arrived later.
to the exact
To
same
the exact
place.
same place,
I'm
and
sorry,
it was exclusively booked.
Did you say
Coincidentally.
$300,000?
$300,000
That is
for one
actually
night.
insane.
Speaking of $300,000 in one night, that is the repair bill that Ferrari is going to have at the first race.
100%.
So I think that now that we've had our top 5, let's chuck in a couple of predictions. Do we want to go team prediction first, or?
Yes.
I'm going to finish off the top 10.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Let's finish off the top 10.
All right, so 6th was Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
7th was Max, which is
Ooh,
quite interesting, actually.
That's really low down.
Oscar and Max is very surprising.
That is quite
Yeah.
surprising.
Definitely out of top 5.
Wasn't Max in racing like a supercar a couple weeks ago?
He was.
Yeah,
actually,
I did see that.
which was arguably one of the best videos that I've seen Red Bull produce in,
Yeah,
in
100%.
a very long time, especially seeing
Danny
my boy
Rick.
Daniel Ricciardo back out on the track, even though he wasn't driving, which was a bit of a bummer, but still to see him out there.
He was still there.
He was there, and he was in the car with Max in spirit.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him more this year, doing like literally anything. Obviously, my heart still breaks that he's not in F1 anymore.
Could you imagine him as a
But-
commentator?
I'd honestly love to see him do anything.
Yeah, I'd
love to see
agree.
him back on the screens.
I think that he has a partnership with Ford now, and
Right.
Red Bull is now making their engines are Ford engines. So I think that really helps with that crossover as well. I think that we might see Daniel in something very, very soon, which would be very, very interesting. But
Very
please,
exciting.
Oscar, Max,
Pierre?
Pierre Gasly. Wow,
Yeah.
that's Pierre Gasly.
Gasly.
That's very interesting.
Very.
That's a bit of a surprise. Who's next?
Who's he driving for this
Isaac?
year?
He's driving for Alpine.
Mm.
They arguably had one
Who's
of the
he
worst
driving with?
cars. That's a good question. I don't
Such
know
a
who he's
no-no
driving
reason.
with this
Ooh.
year. Is it Franco Colapinto? I think it is.
I'm not sure.
It was Jack Doohan, which was very exciting to see another
I thought
Aussie on the
Jack
grid
was
at the
still
start of
in.
the year. No, he's out. He's gone.
Oh, completely.
He's
wow.
gone. He got dropped within
Really?
5
Yeah.
rounds. He
Yeah.
got the Red Bull treatment.
Yeah, and
With-
then didn't Isaac go back into
Isaac
Red Bull.
did move into Red Bull this
yeah,
year.
and then Yuki got
Yuki got the boot.
booted again.
Yuki's gone. Which
They can't make up their mind, can they?
oh, that's just Red Bull. I think they are trying to fight for
Is Yuki
optimum
not
performance.
racing?
Nope. Yuki's gone.
No F1.
No.
I
Okay.
thought he
No,
got
he's out.
booted to the second Red Bull.
Nope.
No, that's what he
he's
was
fully
in.
out.
He was in.
Yeah, and then he got pulled
He
up.
got put up to Red
Potter.
Bull.
And then just completely
And then now he's
canned.
completely
Oh,
out.
I thought he got put back down and stopped
No.
with Isaac.
So whilst we're on the topic,
Right.
let's talk about the teams and the lineups for this year. So
yeah.
team number one, and will forever be number one in my heart, especially Ferrari. That is Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc.
Mhm.
Yep.
Now, also an interesting thing about this season for anyone who is listening and isn't well versed in what's going on in Formula One at the moment, this is the first time in a very, very long time that there will be 11 teams on the grid.
11 teams.
11 teams because
really.
Cadillac just came in.
That's
Cadillac.
right. They who do they have
Yeah, who
this
do they
year?
have driving?
They've
We'll get to
got
We'll get to it. That's
Oh.
that's the surprise. So Ferrari, Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton. I think that they're going to place quite well, but we'll go through our official
depends
standings
on how their
soon.
car goes.
Mercedes, George Russell
George and Kimi.
and Kimi Antonelli.
Kimi.
That's a
And-
very good lineup.
Yeah.
Strong.
McLaren.
McLaren, that's
Got-
obviously going to be Lando and Oscar.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they were going to keep Lando after
Yes.
the championship.
And Oscar did really well.
Oscar
As
did
well.
really, really well, and I definitely think that he would have won the championship if there wasn't some interesting things that were going on in McLaren. But that's personal
Yeah, team.
personal opinion.
Team.
What's the
stuff.
next team? Red Bull.
That
Max
is
Verstappen.
And Isaac
Hadjar.
Hadjar.
I think that
Hadjar.
he did really, really well in the junior team last year.
Yeah.
He showed a lot of potential. He apparently doesn't know how to drive a manual, which
Oh,
was
I did see
showcased during
that,
that video.
yes.
Really?
He,
And Max is like, oh,
yeah,
God.
it was very shocking to see because obviously you would think that the best drivers in the world
would know how to
would
drive
would
a
know
manual.
how to drive a manual, but
Yeah.
no, he really struggled learning to drive a manual.
I can't say I blame him. I struggle as well.
I think that we should get Isaac Hadjar in an Excel so then we can teach him how to drive a manual. I think that would be the best kind of move
Maybe
forwards.
put him in mine.
I think
I
that we
seem
should
to
put him in
destroy a
you.
lot of
Yeah, as long
gearboxes.
as Ashley and I aren't teaching him, I'm sure he'll pick it up fine.
Well, I think that we could get him into one of the cars. I'd be happy to coach him, and then we might even get him in for the enduro, which I think could be
Wouldn't
the
that be
best
funny?
thing. Yeah, Isaac Hadjar in your car because you blow through gearboxes. Max
Yeah.
Verstappen in yours because I'm sure that the pink would really bring
out
Max's
his
eyes.
Yes.
I think that he would look
We
great
have
in a
said
pink
this.
car, and then I'll take Daniel Ricciardo.
No,
I'll
no,
pull him
no,
out of
no, no, no,
retirement.
no. I think I
It's
should
okay,
have Daniel
I'll have
Ricciardo.
Danny.
Okay, you have Danny, and I'll have
Thank you.
Max because he does have a habit of
Why?
hitting people. He has a habit of hitting people occasionally, or people hitting him at least. So I think that would match
So why do?
with my car
No offense to Isaac, why do I get left with Isaac?
because you blow
Because
through
you blow
gearboxes.
through gearboxes.
Yeah, but I want Daniel Ricciardo.
we all want Daniel Ricciardo.
Everyone
Ashley.
wants
why
Daniel
does she
Ricciardo.
get
Let's
him?
be honest.
Who doesn't?
I think that we should flip a coin afterwards. But
reckon.
anyway, next team.
I thought you said a
Speaking
coin.
of junior teams, whilst we're at it, I actually don't really remember what the lineup is this year.
I don't.
It's they've got a new guy coming in. I think it's Arvid Limblad. He's in from Formula 2. Very, very promising driver.
Do you know
He-
where he's racing?
What do you
What
mean?
team?
Yeah, he's driving in the junior team.
Red Bull.
Which
That would be
is-
with,
I will forever call it Toro Rosso or AlphaTauri. I think it's called V Card
AlphaTauri.
now. For Visa, Cash App,
Strange.
Red Bull Racing. And speaking
Right.
of naming sponsors, if you want your name in front of Cove Motorsport when we're standing on the podium, then absolutely let us know. I don't remember who the other
Plus being
driver is.
mentioned on. Oh, I just knocked my microphone.
That's fine.
Plus being mentioned on our podcast every week.
I think that we will get to talking about this podcast because as far as anyone knows, we're kind of just sitting in a room
Just
with a
these
couple of
randos.
microphones
Mm,
in front of us, but we will touch on that
with a
point
camera.
a little bit later with the camera.
Yeah.
with a very, very nice
important-
setup.
Very important.
And
cars.
lots of very, very cool posters behind us, especially this Porsche one right here, because Porsche is an amazing car manufacturer.
David Bowie.
The best ever.
Out of the thing.
Out of the thing.
Out of the
Out
thing.
of the thing.
Out of
Actually,
the thing.
Out
That
of the
is
shop.
that
Take a
is
guess.
so helpful.
take a guess as to who those people are.
Anyway,
It's Wham.
is it Wham?
It's Wham. Of course, it's Wham.
It's Wham. Okay. Well, as you can tell,
Last
Charlotte is our
Christmas,
music
I gave
connoisseur.
It's
I'm
Wham.
more looking at the Ayrton Special, Ayrton Center
Oh,
Lotus
that's a great
Yes.
post.
over there. So yeah, I don't remember who the second driver is for V Carb, which is a little bit
Hang on. What's the name
disappointing.
again?
Visa
V-
Cash App Red Bull Racing,
Visa Cash App.
and
Red
so
Bull Racing.
yeah, they changed it, and it was the biggest controversy ever because they had such a confusing name.
Yeah.
But who do we think? I remember who it is. Liam Lawson, the Kiwi.
That
of
is
course.
right. Yes.
Oh.
So I think that that's going to be a very interesting battle because last year it was already a pretty fierce battle because he got
Yes.
demoted.
Yeah,
get
Liam was
demoted.
in that top
Well,
Red
he
Bull
he
team.
was in the top Red Bull team, and then he got
Yeah.
demoted when Yuki stepped up,
Mm-hmm.
and then now
Yuki
Yuki's
really
gone,
performed.
and you've got Arvid. So
Oh, At the
What's-
start, he did.
I think that it's something
And
with
then-
the car, but yet again, Isaac seems to be able to pull that performance out
Yeah,
very
that's
similar to
what-
Max.
Just different
That's-
drivers.
Absolutely.
That's-
Different driving styles.
What is the next team? I think you said Pierre Gasly was in the top.
Yeah,
couple of
Pierre Gasly
spots?
was in 8th.
So that is Alpine.
Mm.
So, which is a shock to hear that Pierre Gasly is up there. Pierre is a wonderful driver. He is very, very talented. He really showed himself when he was in Red Bull, but
Yeah.
yet at the same time, that is a very high functioning team. And
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
only the best of the best really
Come
are able to
place well.
stay in there, especially when the car's designed around someone so aggressive as Max.
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
definitely.
And Red Bull went through a very aggressive time period where they were swapping through drivers quite a lot. But his teammate for this year, I believe, is Franco Colapinto.
Okay.
I believe that he was reinstated back into the team after his
If we are
performance
wrong,
last year.
we will check.
If
and
we are wrong,
clarify,
make
it
sure
right
that
next
you
week.
tell us that we are wrong in the comments because we would love to hear from you guys as much as possible. Now, next team, Haas.
Esteban Ocon. Who's he
Is it
with?
Haas? Yeah, he's with Haas.
Yeah.
He's with Ollie Behrman, one of my favorite
Oh, Ollie
drivers
Behrman.
on the grid. I think that he's a phenomenal driver.
Oh, yeah.
When he did that one race where he filled in for Carlos Sainz, amazing performance.
Mm.
He really, really showed himself with what he's able to do with a high performing car. I
100%.
just don't think that Haas is set up how it
He's pretty
needs to
young
be.
as well.
He is
He's
quite
very
young.
very
young.
young, yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
time.
Absolutely.
I don't know how well he'll do in that car. Like, I
Mhm.
don't think the car will like show his potential.
Yep.
As much, but at least he's getting out there. He has a seat, and he should be
100%.
Oh, absolutely. And he definitely
Yeah.
deserves that seat as
Yeah.
well.
definitely.
Speaking of deserving seats, let's talk about Aston Martin and Lance Stroll because I think that
Lance
is the
Stroll.
best way
Oh.
that we can go and talk. Now, the greatest rookie of all time, Fernando Alonso, who is forever a rookie, him and Lance Stroll, I think that they might be able to pull something out this year.
I can't
Yeah.
believe he's still racing.
I am so glad that he still is. I think that it's great to see him out there
Refuses to
showing,
retire.
just refusing. It
Refusing
really
to
shows
retire.
his passion
Yeah.
for the sport. But they have Adrian Newey this year, one of the greatest aerodynamicists in the world.
Aerodynamics.
I like that word. That's a funny word. Aerodynamicists. So I think that he is shaping the team to do some really great things this year. But
yeah.
the question is, obviously, Alonso is a great driver, but is he too far past his prime? And then you've got Lance Stroll, who
He
I
never
think
left
he's
his prime.
just
Chill out there.
who
He
Lance Stroll
yeah.
never left his
No,
prime.
no. Alonso. He never left his prime.
He's still
okay?
100% in
He's
his
still
prime.
in prime.
But Lance
He's
Stroll,
the
I think
definition of
that
prime.
he is the prime example of a Formula
He
1
is
driver.
prime.
But Lance Stroll, I think he's kind of just given up on driving over the last couple
He's
of
very
years.
meh.
Mm,
He really is.
he's gotten very
Meh.
Yeah.
Meh is the best way
Yeah.
to put it. Absolutely. The opposite of meh, though, is Cadillac. Cadillac, the new kids on the block, starring two of arguably my favorite drivers that have ever come through Formula One. Sergio Perez, the Minister of Defense, he's coming back, and so is Valtteri Bottas.
What?
I
The
saw Valtteri
two-
Bottas is back.
The two
yes.
best,
don't
essentially
keep up.
teammates during the battle of 2021. We're not going to talk about Formula One in 2021 because that was one of the most controversial seasons in Formula One
Ever.
history. However, Valtteri Bottas, the greatest teammate that Lewis Hamilton has ever had, and Sergio Perez, even though he started to taper off towards the end of his last stint in Formula One, still saved that championship for Max in 2021. If he didn't defend as hard as he did, not only throughout that year, but in Abu Dhabi,
Yeah.
I don't think Max would have become champion.
I don't think so either.
And I think that
It
those
would have been
two-
really, really hard for him.
Exactly. And I think that those two drivers pairing up in a new team,
Crazy
they've
combo.
both been functioning
combo.
in
I really want them to do.
they've
super well.
both been in that environment of what a high performing team takes.
Do we know what they came for testing?
I think they were quite
Anything?
low, honestly, but yet at the same time, they've been out of the
It's been a while.
game for
It's been a while.
a year to 2 years.
Yeah.
And then our final team, Williams, was a
Mm.
bit of a disappointment to see them at the bottom of the grid. Alex Albon and Carlos Sainz, they had some really, really great stints last year, but obviously just aren't able to convert that in testing, which is a bit of a shame. But you never know. We might see some good things. So, girls, championship. Let's go for the top 3 teams that you think and the top 3 drivers. Who is going to take out the
Are we
championship
going
this year?
teams first?
We'll go teams first, and we need to make sure that we save this section. So at the end of the year, when someone completely different wins
Yes.
and all of our predictions look absolutely terrible,
It's bogus.
that we can look back at it and go, I wonder what we were on
Yeah,
when we were
what were we
thinking
on?
this.
What were we on?
So, Ashley, what are your top 3 teams for this year?
I reckon I want Cadillac to do well
Okay.
because I feel like that'll just be really funny.
Yep.
Stop laughing. McLaren, I reckon they're going to do pretty well
Yep,
again.
Of course.
Again, yeah.
And I reckon Ferrari might get up there.
Ferrari might.
If they're testing really high
Mm-hmm.
and if they've sorted out their car and everything to do with that
Yep.
over the off season, I reckon they've got a really good shot because you've got 2 really, really strong drivers in there as well.
Very capable
Absolutely.
drivers, yeah.
I reckon they're very capable of winning that championship.
Charlotte, what about you?
I would 100% agree with Ashley. I think that my number 1 is definitely going to be Ferrari.
Yep.
I strongly want them to win as a diehard Ferrari fan.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, I'm going to have to go for Mercedes.
Mm,
And I feel
good
like
choice, good
McLaren's
choice.
really going to step off this year due to all of the controversy that happened at the end of
Yeah,
last year.
that's
Yeah.
a very
Yeah,
good point,
interesting.
actually.
I do think that not completely step off, but I think that they will definitely, I think maybe 3rd, lower half
Yeah, wow.
of our top 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will actually agree with you there. I think that Lando's really going to fall off this year. And I think
Yes.
that Oscar is going to perform really, really well. But I don't think that McLaren wants to see Oscar at the top.
No.
I think
think
that
either.
they will have a very similar, this season is going to be very similar to their end of last year
Yeah,
where
that
they
it's
essentially
gonna
just
be very-
self-destructed.
They've
Yeah.
prioritized the wrong driver, unfortunately.
Exactly. So I'm going to put them in 3rd.
Yes, same.
I'm going to put Mercedes in 2nd.
Mm.
I think that it's going to be I take it back. I'm going to put Ferrari in 2nd. And the reason is because I'm a smart man who learns from his mistakes. For the
I'm a
past
smart man.
3 years, I have, as a diehard Ferrari fan, put Ferrari in the top spot. And they have not come close. So I'm going to put them in 2nd place because hopefully I'm wrong and they will win this year.
You're reverse psychology.
I'm reverse psychologing the universe,
Okay, yeah,
so then
they're not gonna
Ferrari
win.
is going to win. And then I'm going to put Mercedes in 1st.
Yeah.
I think that between Kimi and George, they're going to have a great season. So now let's talk about the drivers.
Hang
But
on,
it
hang on.
also-
Oh, sorry.
What do we think George's pose is going to be for this year? Because that is
Ooh,
very
that
important.
was-
He's had
yeah.
some real
He's had
lookers
some
with the,
great ones.
wall stands.
with the wall T-pose. Yep.
Yeah.
I think that he's going to have one where he's leaning against the wall
Yes.
with
okay.
one knee up on the wall with a bit of a smolder.
Smolder. Yes.
I reckon he's going to go like a
Mm.
I reckon it's
that
going to be
type
like a
of look.
side onto the wall. So like the wall's here and he's going to be leaning on the wall, have one
Okay.
leg up.
Yep.
Either like the hand up on the wall because
Yep.
that's his
That
thing.
is iconic. The hand on
the
the wall.
hand.
Yep.
So don't know.
That could
But
be
with all the
interesting.
teams, it honestly depends on how both drivers work well together.
Oh, 100%.
If you have two drivers that completely disagree and clash really bad, that team's never going to work, which is, I feel like, what has happened last year with Lando and Oscar is
Mhm.
that Oscar felt he was not prioritized as much, but
I don't think they clashed as people, but I think the problem was they were prioritizing one way more over the other.
That is
Yeah,
true.
so
but
think
they
that
might
just
have their
equaling-
reason for that. Like Lando might have been doing better on private testing or whatever.
yeah, you never really know. You're
Um,
only able to see what is on track. But
yeah,
I think the results kind of showed that it wasn't the best solution to do it because
No,
of
it
what Max
wasn't.
was able to make up. Speaking of drivers, let's go through our top 3 rapid fire because we still have plenty to talk about.
cover.
So, Ashley, top 3 drivers, go.
let me look at my list of drivers.
Well, let's go to you first, Charlotte.
I would love to see Lewis Hamilton come back,
Mhm.
make a massive comeback, and win it.
Okay.
So I'm
Yep.
going to say him for my number 1.
Yep.
Number 2, Max.
Solid choice. Very solid
I think
choice.
that he is, still easing back into everything, and I think that he'll really come out punching.
Yep.
Number 3, I think Oscar is going
Interesting.
to get up there. I think that the priorities are going to shift,
Mhm.
and it's going to be a little bit more equal this year because I feel like they would have realized a mistake. And the amount of backlash that they got off of McLaren fans for
they really did.
over prioritizing Lando Norris, I think will really set their priorities straight.
I think so.
But then you also have to look at who won the championship.
Well, yeah, but
Lando.
at the same
Norris.
point,
So why would they not reprioritize Lando because he won the championship?
that is true. I think that that's going to be an interesting team dynamic that we need to watch.
Yeah,
Ashley,
definitely.
your top 3.
I reckon top 3. Oh, I don't know in order.
That's okay.
Just-
Just
I want
a random
Valtteri
top
Bottas
3.
up there. He's not in my top 3, but I feel like that would be really funny.
Mhm.
My top 3 is Lewis Hamilton.
Solid choice.
Solid choice.
Solid choice. Is
I
that
don't
one of
know.
those new unknown
think
drivers that
so.
we're not
Yeah.
aware of? Is this
Yeah.
a mystery figure in a
This is a mystery
12th
figure.
team?
It is. I reckon Kimi Antonelli's going to do really well.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. So you see the young kid up there.
I
That'd
thought
be
about
good.
George.
Yeah, I reckon George is
I
up in
think
my
George
top
will get
3.
up there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Actually.
And one, I can't
That's
count.
3.
Yeah.
That's
I
3.
really hope
So
Ollie
George-
Beardman goes.
Ollie Beardman.
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 I said
Beardman.
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 Ollie Beardman.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Beardman.
Does really well as well.
I think that you guys are both on the right track.
Mm.
I think
But
that
mine's going to be right.
mine is perfect. I think that George is definitely going to be in the top 3.
Yeah.
As much as it pains me to say, I think that he will actually perform really, really well this year.
Mm.
Hang on, what's
I-
the beef with George?
He just
He has the smolder that you don't.
100%. I'm jealous.
Next.
I'm
It's the
jealous of his
pose.
smolder. It's the
It's the
pose.
pose.
Who isn't?
You guys should be prepared that we're going to do a little video for the XL Cup of all the
The
drivers, and
XL
I'm
Cup.
going to pose up the T pose like George. But I think George is going to be up there. I think Charles is going to be up there as well, and I think that
hope so.
Max is going to be up there.
Mm.
I think that after last year, he's really going to lock in.
Yes.
I think that at the start of the year I would like to hope that he was purposely performing bad. So then everyone else got a head start, and
Yeah,
then towards the end of
that's
the year he just kind of
delusional.
locked in.
Yeah.
But you never know. So that's our lineup. So I'm sure that we'll come back to this at the end of the year when completely different things happen.
Yeah.
Lando will win the championship, McLaren will clean sweep again, and we'll be sitting there going, well, I wonder what happened. However, speaking of exciting new things for this year, and especially considering the first time that we're seeing an 11th team on the grid, which hasn't happened for quite a while, we are going retro. And I'm sure that you're wondering, what do you mean by retro?
What do you mean by retro, Lockie?
Why, thank you for asking, Charlotte. I'm about to tell you all about it. Now, as you can see, we're not just sitting here on couches for the fun of it. I mean, it is so much fun.
It is fun.
But why are we here? Ashley, can you tell us why we're here?
Yes.
Thank you, Jerry. Back to you in the studio. We are here because we're going to be talking about WA motorsport and Australian motorsport, worldwide motorsport, as well as the car culture. So I don't know if you girls know this, but a couple of years ago, and I say a couple very, very loosely, there was this amazing show called Flatchat, right? It was the greatest. It was your one-stop shop for anything motorsport related, right? And I feel like nowadays, with the way that car culture is moving and that motorsport is becoming more accessible, but also at the same time, it is kind of losing its potential a little bit. I think that everyone's kind of pigeonholed into these little categories, and we don't really have the same unity that motorsport fans and drivers used to have. And so I guess that's why we're here. We're trying to rebring that kind of community back into the motorsport world. So, and that is why we are here at Flatchat.
Woo. Woo. Woo.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of exciting news, if anyone hasn't checked out our socials yet, we have released a new video in the last few days.
Arguably one of the coolest videos.
The best video.
That we have.
The best sponsorship video we've ever created.
And that was all about our new partnership with High Voltage.
Yep.
So when we were down there the other day, we got to drive the cars on the go-kart track. Don't see that very often. Was
arguably the coolest thing that I think any driver, especially a grassroots driver, has ever been able to do. You tell me the amount of times where you've been to a go-kart track and you've wondered, wow, I wonder if an actual race car can fit on this thing. Well, yeah. You saw it here first. We have done it. So I think Red Bull should sign us on for the amount of cool stuff that we're able to do. We can't do backflips.
Give us free drinks.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Red Bull does give you wings, but we can't do backflips on motorbikes. Charlotte can crash into a bobcat on a motorbike.
I can.
No,
but I can drink like a lot of Red Bull.
But you have to be able to land it if you're doing a backflip.
I landed on my face.
I think if I were to drink a lot of Red Bulls, I feel like I'd be able to do a backflip.
So we've done some awesome stuff like that. And speaking of more awesome stuff, obviously driving go-karts on the track is awesome. And if you are feeling like some fast family fun, then High Voltage is the place for you. You can drive go-karts or then between go-karts, mini golf, which there are a couple of comments saying that we should probably give up on golf, which I think are very fair.
I don't think it's a we sort of thing. I think it's a you.
I'm pretty sure that both of you hit the objects and it bounced back towards your face when you hit the ball.
I hit the wall, thank you. I didn't hit no objects, okay?
I didn't hit it
completely off course.
I didn't hit it with the golf club or the golf ball.
The ball stayed still.
I hit it myself.
Yeah, you didn't hit the ball. That's the problem.
No, I did.
But anyway, if you feel like you're a better golfer than us, which you 100% are, but you feel like some go-karting as well, then make sure to go to High Voltage for some fast family fun, also known as
perfect.
It is perfect.
It's not.
So, yeah, we've done some really, really cool things. We also have some more cool things coming up. We have testing this weekend.
Yes.
On Saturday.
So, Ashley, how is your car looking?
It is the only one that is still driving.
That's a great start. Woo! Charlotte, how is your car looking?
Look, Lachlan, it's probably looked better.
100%.
We're currently in the process of, I guess, fixing it up.
Giving a bit of a makeover.
A new makeover. I have a back panel.
You do?
That says Party Bus.
Because this team is a certified party 24/7.
It is a certified party, yep. Insert the Venga Bus song.
Insert some disco
like to
lights
party.
and us
We
having a
like- we like
rave
to
in
party.
here.
We like to
So
party.
yeah, your car has a new quarter panel.
Yes, it does. Would I drive it on the track?
Probably not yet.
Probably not. Would I drive it into a bobcat? Probably.
I think that you would drive anything into a bobcat at this point. Let's be honest.
I drove that motorbike into a bobcat, somersaulted off,
Mhm.
and then landed on my face. So
it
that's
was a very good landing. So your car's going hardly. Your car is
Hardly,
only
'cause it needs a new
just
gearbox.
rolling,
it's rolling.
and my car is getting a fresh makeover in a shed in the middle of 2J
It's
somewhere.
getting all pretty.
It is. It's getting pretty up, so then I can put more black marks on it on the side next year.
Yep.
So, speaking of some black marks, and essentially,
What?
Okay, maybe cut that bit out.
speaking of putting
We're gonna
black
get
marks on
cancelled.
cars, we're not going to get cancelled. This is
We're gonna
episode
get
1. We can't get
cancelled.
cancelled already.
Episode
Oh no. We are also doing some really great things, and for those of you who have kind of followed us for the last couple of years, you'll know that we do some really, really great charity things.
Mm.
And one thing that we are working on is a youth safety program. So obviously we all race. I have my license. Charlotte just has her license.
No, I have my license.
Ashley-
I run the road.
Ashley is on her learners. But
Thank God.
one thing that we really noticed is we're all country
I
kids.
shouldn't be. but-
We're all grew up in the country. And one thing about country is obviously you have a lot of very open roads.
So
And
there is no age limit as to who can drive.
If you
You'll
can reach the
see-
pedals and
if
the
you
steering
can
wheel,
reach
you
the
can drive.
pedals with a couple of cans and you can reach the steering wheel, you can
With a
you can
couple of
drive.
pillows behind your back.
Yeah.
which is obviously not safe, but then
But it is because you have a seatbelt on.
but
Yeah,
as they grow up,
exactly.
then obviously they're put in these, 1-ton machines that they haven't really had much kind of guiding on. And it leads to a
Yeah.
lot of fatalities, which is really, really unfortunate. And being
Definitely.
country kids at heart and growing up in the country, it was one thing that was really, really difficult to see. And so one thing of how we're giving back to the community this year is we're actually running a road safety program for rural kids. So it's
Down
a
in
really
Collie?
exciting thing that we've been working on in partnership with so many people, the WA Police, Fire and Rescue,
Collie Motorplex.
Collie Motorplex, St. John Ambulance,
Yep.
Rotary, Motorsport Australia. This has been a massive effort of working with so many different people to try and bring this to life. And
100%.
we are getting 200 school kids through onto the racetrack with professional coaching to show them how to recover a car, as well as all the different stages that go into a rescue. So they are able to understand what actually goes on when something goes wrong.
Yeah.
And so it's a great initiative that we've been working on really, really hard on. And hopefully we can expand it a little bit more, because obviously people your age, Ashley, and your age as well, when they just get their Ps, they go out there, think that they're professional race car drivers.
Yeah.
And then that's unfortunately what happens. So it's something that we're really, really proud to be working on. And we'd like to send so much thanks to everyone who's been supporting us on that, because it's a great initiative that we've been working really, really hard on. And so make sure that you keep an eye out for that and help support that, because
I think what we're doing
hoping
is
to
a
grow it.
mock crash scene,
We are.
and then
Yes.
everyone will be able to see how the police and the coroners and
extraction.
fire,
all that stuff.
Extraction and
rescue
rescue
and
and
everything
everything,
like
like that.
work together to be able to solve not that whatever the crash happened, but as well as what caused the crash and try to help ways to prevent it as well.
Well, it's not as much that, it's trying to rescue everyone
Everyone, yeah,
at the actual
making sure-
scene.
Yeah.
You want to try and save as many lives as possible, and so we're so proud that everyone is pitching in so much to help that. And so if that's a great cause and you feel like that kind of hits home for you, then make sure that you head over
Let
and,
us
and
know.
support that. Let us know.
Yeah.
So I think that pretty much covers us. How do you feel, Charlotte?
I feel great.
Ashley,
Thanks,
how are you
John.
feeling?
Good.
Great response. So massive thank you
Hang
to.
on, Lachlan, how are you feeling?
I am feeling great
Doesn't
because
matter.
I'm sitting here in Edge Radio, the greatest studio in the world. I would say definitely WA because
Definitely.
we're kind of stuck
Look
in
at
WA.
it.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at it. I
Yeah,
think that we do
Wham!
need
David Bowie.
just over here. We need a Cove Motorsport poster. I think
I
that
reckon
would
just
just
my
there.
face.
It looks kind of a bit plain.
or just there. I think that the dog with the headphones, he's absolutely vibing to some tunes right now. But I think that he would be vibing even more if he was sitting in an XL Cup car. So make sure you tune in as we get through these, and also make sure that you tune in for some new announcements coming up in the next couple of weeks.
And massive thanks to our sponsors, Veal Auto Parts.
Yes.
I
was
thought we were
that
going to
like
do
a-
Oh, we like
running.
rally.
Yeah.
Exceedy.
Yeah, we were.
Ryko.
Penrite.
There are so many people that we need to name. I'm having a mind
Brown and
blank.
Davis. Bicky Design.
Trackside.
Trackside 100%.
Mortgage Choice.
High
Hillary's,
Voltage.
High Voltage.
Edge Radio.
And of course, yeah, Edge Radio.
Who-
This has been Flatchat. Peace
Woo.
out.
Play outro music.
Boom.